Hello, young readers, and welcome to Storytime with Zuri, Jasiri, and Toto. I am Mwaruma Musa Mufti, and on the previous episode, I was reading this book, The Precious Bracelet, from the first page to the 22nd page. Now, I'll fill you in what transpired. So, Aunty Fatuma has this special bracelet, one of a kind. It is very special to her because it has a story. Now, unfortunately, this bracelet has been dismantled by Toto. Join us. Get your book. Let's continue with the story.
Zuri, Jasiri, Toto. Zuri, Jasiri, and Toto. Hooray! Storytime with Zuri, Jasiri, and Toto. Yay!
As Mama comforted Aunty Fatuma, Zuri and Jasiri picked up the scattered beads and shells. Don't worry, Aunty Fatuma, Zuri said. We have collected all the beads and shells, and none of them are broken. In fact, I think I can quite easily fix this, Baba said. Soon your bracelet will be good as new. I will help you, Baba, Jasiri said. As they repair it, please tell us more about this bracelet and why it is so special to you, Mama said. I will, Aunty Fatuma said, with a tiny smile. You need to know the stories to fix it properly. This bracelet was given to me by my mother, who got it from my grandmother, who got it from her mother. It has been in my family for almost 100 years. 100 years? Zuri cried. Yes! Each bead in the bracelet has its own story. The 4 big beads are for the women in my family. Jasiri opened his toolbox while Baba cleared space on the table. You must start with the red bead, Aunty Fatuma told Jasiri. That one is from my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother was a warrior in our tribe. She was the only daughter in her family, but she was trained to be as brave and as strong as her brothers. Whenever their clan went to battle, she fought alongside the men. She was so brave. The village chief gave her this red bead to recognize the bravery and passion she showed in fighting for her people. Your great-grandmother was a warrior? Mama asked. Yes. Before she died, she tied this bead on a string and gave it to her daughter. She told my grandmother to do the same for her daughter. She wanted us to pass it on so that we grew up knowing about the women who came before us, Aunty Fatuma said. Amazing, Mama whispered. Baba and Jasiri walked quietly as they listened. Which bead is for your grandmother? Zuri asked. The gold one, Aunty Fatuma said. My grandmother was as famous as my great-grandmother. She was known across many villages as the woman with golden hands. She was a midwife who helped deliver over 1,000 babies during her life. And do you know, not even one of the babies or the mothers whom she tended in childbirth died. She was truly gifted. The gold bead goes in next, Jasiri whispered to Baba. So the next bead is for your mother, Zuri said. Yes, it is, Aunty Fatuma said. There was a soft tinkling behind them as Baba and Jasiri walked away. Aunty Fatuma smiled as she spoke. My mother was an excellent dancer. In fact, my mother and father first met during a music festival that they were both participating in. Your mother was a professional dancer? Mama asked. Yes. So as I grew up, my parents took us to many festivals and celebrations. My mother once danced so beautifully that the village chief gifted her this blue bead. He was impressed by how she could come up with beautiful dance moves for any occasion. I remember her dance that day. It was a tribute to the blue water of the ocean. Aunty Fatuma's voice was soft. So the green bead, Zuri started. It's mine, Aunty Fatuma said. Really? Jasiri asked, peering over Baba's head as they bent over the bracelet. Yes. My mother had it added to the bracelet when I was 9 years old, Aunty Fatuma said. What does the green represent? Mama asked. My brother and I grew up at the coast. Our home was near a big forest. People considered the forest to be sacred, Aunty Fatuma said. Why? Zuri asked. The forest gave us food and water. Many rivers started from the forest and flowed through the villages. Villagers would go into the forest to look for honey and gather medicinal plants. For me, the forest was a very special place. So the green is for the forest? Jasiri asked, picking up the shiny green bead. Yes. In our community, I was called the daughter of the forest. I had a gift for finding things in the forest. Even at a young age, I knew which plants were medicinal and which ones were poisonous, Aunty Fatuma said. Her voice had a rare note of pride in it. You were special, Zuri said. Not really, Aunty Fatuma said, shaking her head. You are, Zuri insisted. That's how you fixed my hand this morning when the insect bit me. Aunty Fatuma smiled and nodded. Actually, it was my father who taught me the secrets of the forest. Respect the forest, and it will respect you back, he always told us. Does your father have a bead on the bracelet? Zuri asked. No, Aunty Fatuma replied. This tradition is only for the women. Only for women? Mama asked. Yes. So when I have a daughter of my own, I will give her this bracelet and she will add her own bead. I will also tell her the stories of all the women who came before us, so that she can honor them. What about all the other shells and small beads that hang from the bracelet? Zuri asked. When my mother gave me the bracelet, I decided to add other charms to it, Aunty Fatuma said. Each of those shells and beads represents a special event in my life. Tell me more, Zuri pleaded. What special events? You asked if my father had a beard, Zuri, Aunty Fatuma said. He did not have a beard, but my father gave me the carved wooden tree that hangs from the bracelet. You see, my father was a musician. He was a great singer, and he also played the drums. He would make different types of drums, flutes, and shakers. He got the material from the forest, but he would never cut down any trees. He would only look for those branches that had fallen off on their own due to old age or after heavy storms, Aunty Fatuma said. He carved the wooden tree for me out of one of those fallen branches. What about that shiny white shell? Zuri asked. Aunty Fatuma smiled. One day, we went to a dance festival in a faraway town. It was a big event. There were people from different parts of the country. Everyone wore colorful outfits, sang folk songs, and danced. Somehow, I got separated from my family as I followed a group of dancers. Luckily, one of the dancers knew my father. My father and his band were quite popular. The dancer helped me find my family, and as a parting present, gave us 4 white shells. 4 shells? Jasiri asked. Yes, 1 for each of us. So my father added the shell to my bracelet, and then he and my mother made similar bracelets for all of us. He said this would remind us that no matter how far we are from each other, we are family, and we'll always find a way to be together again. Aunty Fatuma's voice shook and tears filled her eyes. Everyone was quiet. They now knew why she always had the bracelet on, and why it was so important to her. Look here, Aunty Fatuma, Jasiri said a few minutes later. He was very excited. No, wait! Close your eyes and hold out your hand. Aunty Fatuma did as he asked. Jasiri took her hand with a big smile on his face and slid something into it. Open your eyes now, he said. Aunty Fatuma took a deep breath and opened her eyes. In her palm sat the bracelet, looking as good as new. Oh, Aunty Fatuma cried. You have fixed it. It looks just like it did before. No, It even looks better. The bracelet now had a slim leather strap holding the beads together. I decided to replace the thread with something stronger so that Toto cannot break it again, Baba said, smiling. And now, thanks to Toto, we also have a place in your bracelet, Jasiri said. Aunty Fatuma hugged Jasiri. Thank you so much. Now that we have fixed Aunty Fatuma's bracelet, why don't we make a bracelet like that for our family? Zuri said, pulling Mama's hand. What a great idea, Zuri, Mama said. We can have a bead for you and a bead for me. What about me? Jasiri asked. I want to be part of it too. Me too, said Baba. Tata, said Toto. Sure, Mama laughed. Ours will be a bracelet for the whole family. Thank you, Aunty Fatuma, Zuri and Mama said together. Thank you very much for watching Storytime with Zuri, Jasiri and Toto. Make sure to catch all our stories in the series. Keep watching and keep reading. Until next time, Kwaheri!